Secretary, can you have the resource persons identified? Good morning to the members of the House.
Good morning.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, good morning. Mapagpalang umaga po sa ating lahat. For the authors of our bills, we have present Representative Arnie B. Fuentebella from Camarines Sur 4th District.
Good morning, sir. Go ahead. Tuloy-tuloy mo na.
We also have Representative Rufus B. Rodriguez of Cagayan de Oro City 2nd District.
Good morning, Chair.
We have representing Congressman Juan Fidel Felipe Nograles, Attorney Benedict Nisperos. Representing Congressman Pantaleon D. Alvarez, we have Mr. Audrey B. Perez. For our government agencies, representing DILG Secretary Eduardo Año, we have Mr. Ariel Iglesia, Regional Director of Region 4A, Mr. Anthony Nuida, Regional Director, Region 5, Mr. Arnel Agabe from Region 10, and from DILG LSS, we have Director Romeo Benitez. For the National Historical Commission of the Philippines, representing Dr. Rene Escalante, we have Miss Christine Dulnuan. For the Liga ng mga Barangay, we have confirmed National President Honorable Eden Chua Pineda. For the Municipality of Rodriguez Rizal, representing Mayor Dennis Tom L. Hernandez, we have Councilor Judith Cruz and Attorney Rani Angeli Supnet.
Kada umaga po.
For representing Mayor Arnel H. Sitoy of the Municipality of San Isidro, Davao del Norte, we have Municipal Administrator Mr. Alan P. Deli and Mr. Alfonso A. Alvarez. That is all, Mr. Chairman. Good morning po.
Morning. We start in accordance with the items enumerated in the agenda. I hope you have a copy of this. My only predicament here, I address this to the sponsors present, is that we have, I think, 4 more days remaining before we officially adjourn. So on Monday, there's going to be a session of both houses, and then we will no longer have a session on February 1, which I think is a national holiday. And the days remaining would be February 2 and 3 before we adjourn. Thereafter, it will be the start of the campaign period. And then I believe we will convene again after the elections. But I think the role of the Senate, correct me, Congressman Rufus, if I'm mistaken, is to canvass the presidential votes as well as the vice presidential votes. So my window here would be very limited because we lost this week. I was banking on a continuous week, but we went on a lockdown together with the House. So I'm really sorry with that. That's beyond my control because of the Omicron. So we're now pressed for time. And there are other issues pending before the Senate next week, principally bills of likewise of national importance. So my hands are, so let me assure the sponsors that I will be doing my very best. I attend all sessions. I have attended all sessions physically since I was elected, even during the time of the height of the Delta surge. So I will be present likewise next week to ensure the passage of the measures emanating from this committee. But sometimes I am being designated as the majority leader. Sometimes I am being designated as the presiding officer. But be that as it may, I will do my darnest best to have this enacted into law. But if this will not come into I think we could attribute this to the lack of material time, but we have done our very best. We are doing this just to really have all of these measures passed. All of these were not tackled during the previous committee hearing because there was no sponsor nor representative around present. So we start with House Bill 6535, an act renaming Barangay Santa Maria in the Municipality of Presentacion, Province of Camarines Sur as Parubcan, introduced by Congressman Arnie Pentibella and Jose Bong Tevez, also a good friend of mine. Congressman Pentibella, do you have an opening statement relative to your measure? You have the floor, sir.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Chair, highly esteemed members of the Senate Committee on Local Government, my fellow colleagues and resource person. First, let me express my sincere thanks for including House Bill number 6535 in your agenda this morning. This bill is a concrete gesture to the growing clamor of the people and local officials, even the local barangay officials in the Municipality of Presentacion, Province of Camarines Sur, manifested in Municipal Ordinance number 01, series of 2020, to rename Barangay Santa Maria in the said municipality to Barangay Parubcan. The historical and cultural significance of Barangay Santa Maria cannot be determined, including the legal basis of its creation, unlike Barangay Parubcan, which has complete historical accounts portrayed in the details, like where the name derived from and where it originally belonged, and how eventually it became a local government unit by legislation or by creation of legislative creation. In the light of my earlier statement, justifying the renaming of Barangay Santa Maria to Barangay Parubcan is also protecting the historical heritage of the municipality of Presentacion. Because it used to be one of the barangays of a big municipality of Lagunoy. They call it Barangay Parubcan. But since it became a municipality, they now call it the Municipality of Presentacion in the province of Camarines Sur. So it is a high time just to protect the history of the name of Parubcan, because the people of Presentacion, they still call themselves as from Parubcan or Parubcan. So this measure will protect the historical heritage of the name of Barangay of Parubcan to rename Santa Maria as Barangay Parubcan. Thank you, Mr. Chair. And just for the record, I would like to move that my explanatory note be my sponsorship speech, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, Secretariat. Please take note of the manifestation of Congressman Pentibella. Congressman, I just have two questions to clarify. So right
Yes, sir.
now, Lagunoy has been renamed as Presentacion. Am I correct? Was that the statement mentioned?
Actually, we created back in the 60s. They created the Presentacion, now the municipality, was used to be the barangay of Lagunoy. Now it was created through legislation to be called as the Municipality of Presentacion. So actually, sir, nawala po yung Parubcan, but the history of Presentacion was derived from Parubcan, from Barangay Parubcan to the Municipality of Presentacion. And until now, they call themselves, from the people of Presentacion, Parubcanon or from Parubcan. So this measure was requested by the barangay officials, even the local government official, to protect the historical name, the heritage of Parubcanon. So they would like to request to rename the poblacion area named down as Barangay Santa Maria to Barangay Parubcan to protect the history of the said town.
Thank you, Congressman. Just for the information of our resource persons, specifically as regards House Bill 6535, 8899, 9452, I have here with me in my possession COMELEC Resolution 10716. They promulgated August 18, 2021. And if I may be allowed to read the final resolutory clause, the Commission on Elections and Bank declared that, and I quote, so as not to derail the preparations for the May 9, 2022 national and local elections, the Commission and Bank, by virtue of the powers vested by the Constitution, the Omnibus Election Code, and other election laws, hereby resolved, as it hereby resolves, to suspend the conduct of all plebiscites and schedule the holding of plebiscites within 4 months from the end of the period of May, for the May 9, the end of the election period for the May 9, 2022 national and local elections. Meaning to say, even if we approve all of this and it comes to pass muster the plenary of the Senate, the plebiscite to be scheduled would be post May 9, 2022. So that
Yes,
will
sir.
be after the election. So we'll be asking the comments later coming from the COMELEC. But before that, thank you, Congressman Pentidella. I'm very familiar with this place. Very familiar with the Pocot, Milaon, and all other areas in your province. As a Bicolano myself, Congressman, Uragon din ako. Sa Albay
Yes,
po ako pinanganak.
actually, sir, we also helped you in your senatorial race. Mahal ka po namin dito.
Mabalos. Thank you, Congressman Army. May we
Mabalos
know
po.
from the NHI, is there an NHI representative, National Historical Commission around or institute?
Hello, sir.
Secretariat?
Good morning.
Can you
Yes
identify
po.
yourself?
I'm Christine Duluan from the NHCP,
Can you
National
wave?
Historical
I cannot
Commission.
see your face, ma'am. Saan po kayo? Can you wave?
Wait
I
na po.
cannot see your face.
Hello.
No, Bicolana rin to,
Yeah.
magayon.
Ay, hindi pa. From the north.
Any comments concerning the measure, specifically the historical implications mentioned by Congressman Pentidella?
The
position
NHCP
of-
supports the renaming po, sir, subject to the deliberations ng ng Sangguniang Bayan.
No, the Sangguniang Bayan already passed an ordinance.
Yes, sir.
In
Yeah,
support
that's
of this.
yes, sir. And we support the measure to rename it. We will have yet to submit our position paper after these deliberations po. But for now, we express our support to the renaming.
So no conflict with the former diocesan names, because from my readings myself, Camarines Sur was previously known as Nueva Cáceres. That's the area before. So no conflict, ma'am, NHI?
Yes po.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. What about COMELEC? COMELEC, are you around? Commission on Elections? They're not around. But anyway, we have a copy of this COMELEC resolution. The Liga ng mga Barangay. Liga ng mga Barangay, who's the representative?
Historical value.
Can you speak louder, sir? Liga ng mga Barangay ng Pilipinas. Secretariat, can you identify the Liga ng Barangay representative?
Sir, we invited and confirmed the attendance of Honorable Eden Chua Pineda, but I don't think she is online right now, sir.
Okay. What about the ILG? I see the name of the ILG Regional Director, Anthony. It's cut here. The ILG, are you around virtually?
Yes, sir. Good morning. I'm Attorney Max Borbe. In behalf of our Regional Director, we have no further comment with said House Bill.
So that means you are in support of the measure. Ma'am,
Yes.
Can you
Yes.
elaborate?
Hello?
So Yes. We can hear you. DILG?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We have no objection with the proposed House bill, provided that compliance with the requirements provided under the local government code, sir, is followed, sir.
So I think that they have complied with Section 13 of the local
Yes.
government code uh, uh, relative to the rename. There is a Sangguniang resolution. Plus, we have just heard the concurrence of the National Historical Institute. Plus, we are all aware that the change of name will only be effective upon the ratification and the plebiscite conducted for the purpose, but that would happen after the 2022 local elections. So the committee is of the opinion, unless my other colleagues have other opinions, Senators Marcos and De La Rosa, if they're around, the committee is of the opinion, the chair is of the opinion that the measure is in compliance with all the requirements of Section 13, the local government code, and I foresee no difficulty in submitting the same to the plenary for consideration. So without objection, coming from my colleagues, Senate Bill 6535, and with the permission of Congressman Pentibella, since I'm also Bicolano, that I'll be a co-sponsor here, will be submitted to the plenary for consideration, and the same is approved on the committee level. Congratulations, Congressman. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We now proceed to House Bill 8842, an act renaming the Cagayan de Oro Convention Center located at Barangay Indahag, Cagayan de Oro City, as the Aquilino Q. Pimentel Jr. International Convention Center, introduced by Congressman Rufus B. Rodriguez. Congressman Rodriguez, you have the floor, sir.
To one of the illustrious sons of Cagayan de Oro. He, Mr. Chairman, Senator Pimentel, as you very well know, was the father of the local government code of 1991, still existing and being implemented today. He was also senator and Senate president. He was mayor of Cagayan de Oro, Mr. Chairman. And the fact is that he was a staunch defender of democracy, having been arrested 3 times during the Marcos regime and was incarcerated, fighting for freedom in this land. Now, Mr. Chairman, in relation to the convention center, which we turned over together with Secretary Villar then last year, it is now operational. It has been completed at the amount of 1.6 billion pesos. It was conceptualized, Mr. Chairman, in 1998, and the very first person to conceptualize this and to initially give funding from his funds in the Senate was Senate President Aquilino Pimentel Jr., or fondly called Nene Pimentel. And from there, I became congressman in 2007. We continued together with Senator Coco Pimentel in infusing funds. It took so much time because, as you very well know, Mr. Chairman, when we give a fund, the DPWH has many other regions and other projects to also finance. So we will get 300,000 at a time, 400,000. And so through Senator Coco Pimentel and this representation, we were able to have this completed just last year. And so, Mr. Chairman, in honor of the efforts of Senator Pimentel in establishing this convention center, which we call now the Cagayan de Oro City Convention Center, and considering that Nene Pimentel has been elevated to the recognition of our country as a foremost statesman of our country, a foremost defender of democracy, a staunchest fighter against authoritarianism. Therefore, Mr. Chairman, we humbly ask this committee that this particular bill be approved by this committee to honor a great gentleman, a great legislator in the person of Senator Nene Pimentel. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Congressman Rodriguez. Just some questions, but before that, some tidbits. Likewise, I associate myself with the statement given by Congressman Rufus Rodriguez, also a good friend of mine. Senator Pimentel, Nene Pimentel, is likewise a good friend of mine. He has always been my lawyer during my early political years. In fact, I have known him since he was member of the parliament then. I was also close to him because the wife is from Ateneo, and Coco, likewise,
Yes.
who celebrated his birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday to Coco.
This is very timely for the people of Cagayan de Oro. But may we know from the good sponsor, where is the exact location of this? Is this downtown Cagayan de Oro, or is this in another place near the airport of Cagayan de Oro, sir?
It is in the suburbs. It is in Barangay, Sitio Taguanao, Barangay Indahag. Now, if you would relate this to the former airport, it's quite nearer because there's a new bypass road now, not going to the regular highway to Cagayan de Oro, but going through the Pelaez Bridge and then going to Taguanao. So now it's in the suburbs. It's probably about 4 kilometers from the city center. So then it's good that it is on the hill, Mr. Chairman. It's a very good location. It overlooks the city of Golden Friendship, Mr. Chairman. So the location is Sitio Taguanao, Indahag, Cagayan de Oro City, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, yes. And I foresee that this would also spark the tourism industry, as it would attract conventions, conferences of big magnitude to utilize the said convention center. Thank you, Congressman. Just one address the National Historical Institute. Ma'am, are you still around? NHI?
Yes, sir.
Ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Hello.
Can before I get your comment on this, yes, ma'am. Is since this is going to be named after a former Senate President Nene Pimentel, is there a and can you apprise this committee when place that black marker coming from the NHI, wherein a place has wherein a place is given an image as a marker reflecting the place, or the name where the place has been named. Is this convention center entitled to have that, ma'am?
Sir, we have our limitations.
NHI?
Hello, sir. We have limitations as for putting markers.
Yes.
It has to be 50 years old. It has attained a degree of historical significance.
Limitations.
So for new buildings,
Statistical limitations.
yes, sir.
Can you
As for the marker, We have our guidelines, sir, that it should have at least a minimum of 50 years
We cannot
existence.
hear you, ma'am. No, ma'am. What I'm saying is this. We are not after the age of the structure. We are not commemorating the place. We are putting a honor of the person, a name. The place was named. Senator Nene Pimentel. Can you answer that? Because
Sir, may case-to-case
if we wait
basis
for
po kasi
another 50
tayo.
years, we might. Yes.
May case-to-case basis po kasi tayo na may guidelines po.
We cannot hear you, ma'am. NHI?
May guidelines po tayo regarding some historical markers. Although we can consider, sir, if there's a request, but it's still under the review
Paano
and
mapalakas?
evaluation. Wala pa rin.
So there is a there are guidelines for this. So let me clarify. If we are after the renaming of a historical bridge or a battle site during World War II, that probably would have to have that 50 naming a place after a person. Do we have to wait for another 50 years? Narinig niyo po
Still,
ako,
may
ma'am?
mga considerations naman po, sir. So may mga we need to evaluate pagdating po sa paglalagay ng historical markers.
Can you provide this committee a copy of the guidelines as well as Congressman Rufus Rodriguez?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can.
We are after, like for instance, the Opera House in Manila, there is a marker
Yes, sir.
for the place. But now, it is for the person we are honoring. So can you
Yes, sir.
provide us the guidelines for that?
Yes po. Yes po. I can send it po in the email.
And the Office of Congressman Rodriguez as well?
Yes po. As for the renaming po of the building, we express our support. Although we have, sir, in our guidelines, the limitation, like the person to be named after as a public place, a street, or structure, dapat po may 10-year passage of that. But in our guidelines, we also have placed it there. We also have it here, a provision, except or a clause, except for highly exceptional reasons. And per your discussion, sir, as to why you are renaming it to Senator Aquilino Pimentel, pumapayag naman po ang office.
Ma'am,
Yes, sir.
narinig niyo po ako?
Opo.
The provision you cited a while ago has something to do with the renaming.
Yes.
Renaming should not be done more than once every 10 years. Am I
Yes,
correct?
Yes po. And
Yes. But here, ma'am, and I hope Congressman Rodriguez would agree, the Cagayan de Oro Convention Center is not being renamed. We are naming it this time.
Yeah.
For the first time, because the Cagayan de Oro Convention Center then was just for construction purposes only, to have it placed in the books of the DPWH, the DBM, etc., etc. But the christening of the convention center is being done right now because they have just opened. So the applicable provision of every 10 years probably will not apply, ma'am, because this is the first time that we will baptize the place as Aquilino Pimentel Convention Center. I hope Congressman Rodriguez is in concurrence. So that will no longer apply, ma'am. The former name was just for DPWH, DBM budgetary purposes only.
Sir, yung nabanggit ko pong
Nakuha niyo po, ma'am?
limitations for guidelines, yes po, I understand that part. Yung nabanggit ko po limitation sa guideline, may I read it? No public place should be named or renamed after a person within 10 years of his death. So si Senator Pimentel po kasi passed away last 2019, tama po ba? So wala pang 10 years. But in the same guidelines, we have a clause here, except for highly exceptional reasons. Kaya nga po nabanggit ko po, sir, that we support the bill. Kasi
Ma'am, but
based sa discussions
correct you, ma'am.
ni Congressman Rodriguez po, acceptable naman po.
If I may correct you, ma'am, the guidelines you mentioned is not part of the law. It's not part of the local government code. I have here in my possession section 13, and that refers to the non-renaming not oftener than once every 10 years. So your guidelines cannot be found in any provision of law. The provision of law states that it should not be named after a living person, nor may be changed, nor may a change of name be made for not oftener than once every 10 years. So we are not renaming here. We are naming for the first time, and I don't see any provision of law specifying that you should have been dead for more than 10 years before a place can be named after you.
Sir, sa revised guidelines lang po yan ng commission, and it's also approved by the board. And as sabi naman po natin, we support the bill
Guidelines of the
po.
commission perhaps have no basis in law.
Based din po ito, sir, sa mandate na binigay, mandate ng NHCP to oversee.
Can you provide the legal basis? Can you
Yes
provide
po.
the legal basis, ma'am? Ano yung public act yun? So maaral namin. But
Yes
just the
po, sir.
same, this is not
Forward
renaming.
po.
This is the initial name. So
Yes po.
any position here, NHI? Any other comments coming from NHI?
Wala naman po, sir. It's just to express our support to the bill, naming the building to Senator Pimentel.
The ILG, what about the ILG? Thank you, ma'am. The ILG, what about the ILG? Is there a DILG representative coming from
I see Director Arnel Agabe. After Rico Judge, we hear from our own regional director who is present, Arnel Agabe. But yeah, we see Rico Judge. So over here. Yeah.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Happy New Year to all.
Judge Echeverry, you're recognized, and then
Thank
Director.
you. As far as the DILG is concerned, sir, we interpose no objection as to the renaming or naming of the establishment to Senator Nene Pimentel, who happens to be the father of the local government code, and the DILG is very grateful for that. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Yusek. Can we, Mr. Chairman, can we now ask Director Arnel Agabe of Region 10 where the
Director.
is located, where the building is located?
Yes, sir. Same with the
Director,
comment.
you have
Yes, sir. Same with the comment of Yusek Echeverry. We have no objection as to the renaming, because as far as our legal comment, the legal comment made by the legislative liaison and legal service, there are two comments that was made. One is there should be a comprehensive justification for the renaming, and this was well conveyed by the good Congressman Rodriguez earlier as to the justification why it should be named the Aquilino Pimentel International Convention Center, and of course upon consultation with the National Historical Commission of the Philippines.
Thank you, Director Arnel. Thank you very much for your kind comments. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Director. We are present. Barrosa, happy birthday, sir. We recognize your presence. I think there is no, unless Senator Bato, do you have any comment relative to the renaming of the Cagayan de Oro Convention Center as the Aquilino Pimentel, Aquilino, Q Pimentel Jr.
Good
International
morning.
Convention Center. Senator De La Rosa, you have the floor. Sir? I think as a Mindanaoan, likewise, you may say on this matter.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, marinig mo ako? Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Chairman, at sa lahat
Wait,
na
gentleman, Burnett, Senator De La Rosa.
ganon din sa akin, Mr. Chairman. Ganon din. Good morning sa inyong lahat. Kay Congressman Rufus Rodriguez.
Good morning, Senator Bato.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
I remember you being in the House and endorsing me and also me endorsing you for Senator.
Salamat, sir. Salamat. Thank you for the help, for the support. Sa lahat ng mga andito ngayon, kasali dito sa hearing nito, I just would like to thank you. And Mr. Chairman, I am here just to support you, tackling all these measures and to give you although late, dahil nga, maaga kasi kung nagising kayo na dahil birthday, natulog ako uli. Kaya late akong nagising uli, Mr. Chairman. So, gusto ko lang mag-provide ng quorum sa'yo. Alam ko wala kang ka-quorum dyan, kaya andito ako. Salamat, Mr. Chairman. As para sa all these measures, 100% support ako sa'yo. Kung saan ka, andun ako, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Salamat, Senator Birthday Boy De La Rosa. Thank you for your support. Most of this, the two measures here are from Mindanao. So I think there are no objections here relative to House Bill 8842 and renaming the Cagayan de Oro Convention Center located at Barangay Indahag, Cagayan de Oro City as the Aquilino Q Pimentel Jr. International Convention Center. We hear no objections. So we approve this measure and submit this to the plenary without revisions. So approved.
Thank
We
you
now
very
proceed
much,
to
Mr.
House.
Chairman.
Congratulations,
Senator.
Congressman Rodriguez.
Salamat, Senator Tol and Senator Bato. Thank you very much. And to all the valued resource persons and my colleagues in Congress, thank you. Daghang salamat.
Daghang salamat. And for the information of Congressman Rufus, this measure will not be under the purview of the COMELEC resolution I mentioned a while ago. So there is no need for a plebiscite. So once approved, this will be automatic, no need for a plebiscite. Thank you, Your Honor. So we proceed to House Bill 8899, an act renaming the Municipality of Rodriguez in the province of Rizal as the Municipality of Montalban, introduced by Congressman Juan Fidel Nograles. Congressman Nograles, are you around?
Good morning, Your Honor. My Congressman Nograles would like to send his apologies as he's not able to attend today's hearing. However, I'm here to
Who is the
represent
representative? Can you identify yourself?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Chair. I'm Attorney Benedict Nisperos, legal staff of Congressman Nograles.
Okay. Can you make a short presentation? Kasi ganito yon, medyo naguguluhan din ako dito, pati si Senator De La Rosa. Nung bata pa ho ako, ang pangalan nito, Montalban Rizal.
Yes, Your
Tapos,
Honor.
ginawa po itong Rodriguez Rizal. Ngayon, gagawin ulit nating Montalban Rizal. Sa kina Senator De La Rosa, nalipong na talaga. Bakit balik-balik yung pangalan? Ano ba talaga yung pangalan na gagawin natin dito? So, Montalban, naging Rodriguez, ngayon Montalban ulit. So, can you explain the changing of names during our lifetimes?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Chair. I would like to, as moved by Congressman Nograles, to read the explanatory note of House Bill number 337, Your Honor, to explain the change of name of the municipality. So, according to the explanatory note, Mr. Chair, it has been almost 40 years since the municipality of Montalban has been renamed as the Municipality of Rodriguez. But despite this, the place is still commonly referred to as Montalban, and majority of the residents of the place proudly consider themselves as residents of Montalban. And in fact, there are a number of residents of the place who do not even recognize the official name of the municipality as Rodriguez. Commuters and drivers give directions and refer to the signs that read Montalban. And you can see it in person, Your Honor. Many do not recognize Rodriguez when such name is used to refer to the place. It has even become a standard practice in the area to mention Montalban when referring to Rodriguez as a form of clarification. Truly, the people have always identified themselves with the name Montalban, Mr. Chair. And it's not only the use of Montalban, which is practical, given its widespread use and awareness, but more importantly, Mr. Chair, is the use of Montalban gives its people as a sense of pride and connection with the rich history of their land, their home, and their people. The name Montalban has embedded itself over the course of a century into the collective identity of its people. And Mr. Chair, if I may add, there's also a historical value of going back to the name of Montalban instead of the name presently Rodriguez, because of in our history books, it has been identified as a historical place with different events that happened in the area, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. May we ask this, may I pursue this further with the permission of Senator De La Rosa? Rodriguez, the name Montalban was changed to Rodriguez because Isidro Rodriguez was a great man who used to be the governor of Rizal. The wife is likewise an accomplished woman, Adelina Rodriguez, who became mayor of Quezon City for a long, long time. So kaya ginawa po itong Rodriguez. So ito yung kilala kong tao, si Isidro Rodriguez at si Adelina Rodriguez. Nakamamatay lang po last year si Ma'am Adelina Rodriguez. So sa kanila pinangalan yung Rodriguez. Sino po ba si Montalban? Sa inyong pagkakaalam. And National Historical Institute can butt in. Sino po ba si Montalban? Is there a person Montalban? Is there a General Montalban? Attorney Montalban? Katipunero Montalban? Father Montalban? Or is there a fruit called Montalban? NHI? National Historical Institute? Or the representative of Congressman Nograles? Sino ho si Montalban?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, from the NHCP. Yung Montalban po from the Spanish word mountain, monte. So na-carry na po yun historically significance na po yung pag-carry ng pangalan na yun. Derived from the Spanish word monte. And it went through the years na ganun na po yung pangalan nun. And we sent our letter to Representative Nograles in 2020, we agreeing to supporting the bill to put back the name of Montalban. But with their comment to retain some structures that have been named after Senator Rodriguez, para rin naman po ma-retain yung legacy ni Senator. Yun po yung letter natin kay Representative Nograles before. So
ma'am, tatlong Rodriguez na po ang pinag-uusapan natin. Si Eulogio Rodriguez, Senator, Isidro Rodriguez, Governor, Adelina Rodriguez, Mayor of Quezon City. So, ulitin ko yung tanong ko po, sino po si Montalban? Tulisan, Hukbalahap, ano po siya?
He's not a person po. The name was derived after the Spanish word mountain or monte. Kasi yung geographical features ng lugar.
So, pangalan po ng bundok, and the reason why we are reverting back to Montalban is because, as explained by the representative of Congressman Nograles, ayaw tanggapin ng tao yung pangalan Rodriguez. Ang gusto pa rin nila yung Montalban. Tama po ba yun?
Yes, Mr. Chair, in terms of the common use of the municipality, the residents of Montalban, Rizal actually refer it to Rodriguez as Montalban even now. Even the signages, the public utility vehicles, most of them still use Montalban, and that's because it has been established through the years that their identity relate to the name of Montalban, Your Honor, not Rodriguez.
Reason why I also raised that is because the Senate itself, one of our biggest conference rooms in the Senate, fifth floor, was named after Senator Eulogio Rodriguez.
Amang.
Amang Rodriguez. There is also an Amang Rodriguez College in the National Capital Region. So I'm not opposing this. Gusto ko lang malaman, tama po si ma'am, buburahin na ba natin si pangalang mga Rodriguez? Montalban na lang ang pangalan, o pati yung sa Senate, papalitan na namin ang pangalan yung conference room, Montalban Conference Room.
Hindi naman po. We recommended that we retain what has been named after Senator Amang Rodriguez to honor his legacy. Yung town lang naman po yung sinasabi natin na okay, ibalik yung dating pangalan because it has attained the degree of historical attachment to the people.
Mr. Chair,
Dr. De La Rosa, you're recognized, sir.
clarification lang, yung Rodriguez na yan is referring to yung ex-governor, hindi si Senator Eulogio Amang Rodriguez. Hindi. Yung Rodriguez na term na pangalan na yan.
And Chay, can you answer that? Alam ko, magkakamag-anak na lahat po yan.
Yeah.
Oh, pero
Si Senator Rodriguez po naka-name yung Montalban. Senator Eulogio Amang Rodriguez.
yun nga.
Sa kanya po. Nirename yung Montalban noong 1982 after the late senator. And now we are putting it back.
So it was renamed because of a Republic Act, ma'am? Or because of a law? So babaguhin natin yung batas.
Not by an act of Congress po yata. I'm not so sure, but we can look into it. Parang
So wala po kung ano rito, kaya lang yung sa palagay ko, yung pangalan kasi ng Montalban, pangalan ng bundok. Kasi sa French, meron nga ballpen, Mont Blanc. Yung Mont Blanc, ballpen, ibig sabihin, bundok. So ito, malapit-lapit na sa Montalban, bundok din. So ipapangalan natin ibabalik natin sa bundok na walang pangalan, aalisin natin yung pangalan ng isang illustrious na senador. Yun lang po yung comment ko rito. Pero kung yun ang gusto ng tao, kaya po tayo nagkakaroon ng hearing ngayon, ibabalik natin sa bundok ang pangalan. Wala rin pangalan po yung bundok. Bundok lang talaga siya. So yun po ba ang gusto ng... Is the Mayor of Montalban around? Ma'am, you're recognized.
Good morning po, Mr. Chair. I'm representing Honorable Dennis L. Hernandez.
We recognize you, but before we allow you to proceed, for the benefit of the NHI, there is Batas Pambansa bilang 275. Batas Pambansa bilang 275. There is a Republic Act, yung Batas Pambansa. An act changing the name of Montalban, Province of Rizal, to the Municipality of Rodriguez. And this was approved November 12, 1982 and published in the Official Gazette October 17, 1983. So there is a law. There is a law, a national law renaming Montalban to the Municipality of Rodriguez. So if we enact a new measure, this law will have to be repealed because of the presence of Batas Pambansa bilang 275. Just for the record, for the benefit of the resource persons present. Madam Mayor, you have the floor.
Yes po. Good morning. We are proposing for the renaming of our local government unit from Rodriguez to Montalban because as previously stated by the Office of Congressman Nograles, we have always identified ourselves as Montalbeños. Ever since, Your Honor, we have been calling our local government unit as Montalban. Also, if we could read parts of our history books, our local government unit has always been recognized as Montalban, and to cite some few historical events, this is where Andres Bonifacio and the Katipuneros signed the declared our independence from Spanish rule. So with that, Your Honor, it is really important that we retain the name Montalban.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Also, Your Honor, we have the legend like the legendary Bernardo Carpio, which also happened in Montalban. And also, today, Montalban is booming as a good tourism, tourism events like hiking. And people who come here also call our local government unit as Montalban. And ever since, Your Honor, all of us take pride in calling ourselves Montalbanos.
Thank you, ma'am. Ayaw niyong pangalan Municipality of Bernardo Carpio? Mas may
Yes,
alamat
Your
yun?
Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Ayaw niyong ipangalan kayo Municipality of Bernardo Carpio?
Ah,
Pumayag ka, ma'am.
Ano, I would like to I would
Kasi
like
historical yun. Bernardo Carpio parang si Hercules. Parang Samson.
I would like to adopt the manifestation of the Office of Representative Nograles, Your Honor, that we retain the name of Montalban Rizal.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. What about Councilor Judith Rodriguez? You're around? Can we hear you?
Magandang umaga po, Senator, Mr. Chair. Sa ngalan po ng aming bayan ng Montalban Rizal at ng aming pong butihin po ng bayan, Dennis Tom Hernandez, ay kami po ay nagpapasalamat dahil po ay kami po ay naimbitahan upang mapag-usapan po ang renaming po ng Montalban Rizal. Mr. Chair, malaki po ang historical significant at cultural at educational na value po, kakaibat po ng pangalan ng Montalban na siya naman pong itinuturo namin sa kabataan. At sa pangalang Montalban po na inyo pong itinatanong kanina, ay hango po ito sa salitang Espanyol na Monte Alba, na ang ibig sabihin po nito ay White Mountain, na kung saan po matatagpuan po sa Pamitinan Cave na ginamit po ni Andres Bonifacio at ng kanya pong kaputinero noong panahon po ng Kastila. Sa nasabi pong bundok, nagmula po ang alamat ni Bernardo Carpio na makikita po natin ang mitolohiya ng Pilipinas. Dahil po sa kahalagahan ng kultura at kasaysayan noong 1996 ay diniklara po ni Pangulong Ramos ang Pamitinang Protected Landscape upang ito po ay proteksyonan. Mr. Chair, kami po sa Sangguniang Bayan ang nag-request po nito sa ating panlalawigan at sa ating pong Congressman Fidel Nograles na maibalik po sa pangalan ng Montalban sapagkat tama po yung sinasabi ng iba na madalas pa pong ginagamit ang pangalan ng Montalban at sa katunayan po lahat po ng nakakausap ko hindi po ganong kilala ang Rodriguez, mas binabanggit pa po nila ang bayan ng Montalban. Maraming salamat po, Mr. Chair.
Maraming salamat, Konsihala. For the benefit of the other resource persons, gusto ko pong ipakita sa inyo yung Batas Pambansa 275. 2 sentences lang. Ito po yun. So yung Batas Pambansa 275, an act changing the name of the Municipality of Montalban to the Municipality of Rodriguez. I am sure, when this was enacted, napakahabang debate po ang nangyari sa Batasang Pambansa. Pinag-usapan po ito, bakit gagawin nilang Rodriguez yung Montalban. At nagbotohan po doon. Hindi po hindi po ako magkakamali, nagbotohan po doon, pumayag po lahat sila, yung ating mga mambabatas pambansa. So ngayon babaguhin ulit natin. I would defer this matter to the persons involved, yung mga tiga Rodriguez Rizal, tiga Montalban. But just the same, may dahilan kung bakit ginawa nilang Rodriguez. Ngayon naman, may dahilan din bakit gusto natin gawing Montalban ulit. Ang iniisip ko lang ngayon, baka dumating yung pagkakataon, gawin na naman Rodriguez yung pangalan. Baka meron naman susunod na sangguniang pangbayan na gawin political issue to. Balik ulit natin sa Rodriguez. So, hindi kaya mangyari yung ganon, Senator De La Rosa. Baka yung balang araw, yung Digos ay gawing De La Rosa City. Tapos balik ulit sa Digos. So, can't we have a semblance of permanency in so far as the naming? I'm not against. Gusto ko lang maklaro ito. Senator De La Rosa, may recognize you.
Yes, Mr. Chair. I think magiging normal na talaga yan sa yung as time goes on, nagbabago yung mentality ng tao, nagbabago yung paningin ng tao dahil nung panahon na yon, sikat na sikat yung magaling na Senator Amang Rodriguez. Kaya hinahangaan siya ng mga tao sa Montalban at ginawang after his name yung Montalban, naging Rodriguez. Ngayon siguro, nawawala ng saysa yung kanyang exploits sa Senado noon, kung gaano siya kagaling sa plenary, gusto namang bumalik doon sa original name, which is Montalban, which I think we have to give it to the people of the locality kung ano talagang gusto nila. But ito lang, Mr. Chair, gusto ko lang magdagdag ng confusion to this issue. Alam mo, every weekend ako, bumabiyahe dyan sa kabundukan ng Rodriguez Rizal. Halos lahat ng barangay dyan may mga trail kasi bulubundukin na yan eh. May trail dyan, nagbabike ako, trail bike. Lahat ng ilog dyan, naliliguan ko na. Lahat ng trail dyan, naakyat ko na. Lahat ng ko dyan, natumba, naggulong-gulong na yung motor ko dyan at pati ako. Ito lang, pagdating ko sa tuktok ng isang bundok, tinatanong ko yung nitibo doon. May mga nitibo pa dyan na yung mga talagang mga ethnic, anong tawag lang ko nila dyan, basta mga maitim na medyo kulot ang buhok. Tinatanong ko, anong bayan po ito? Sabi nung ethnic, sir, kuwan dito, sako pa ito ng Montalban. Okay, pagbaba ko sa bundok, akit naman ko another bundok. Pagdating ko sa taas ng bundok, pakiramdam ko, the same barangay or magkatabing barangay lang yun eh. May makasalubong ako doon ng mga tao naglalakad, nagma-mountain hiking. Ano pong munisipyo ito, sir? Sir, kuwan ito, sakop na ito ng Rodriguez. So, iba-iba ang pangalan. Kabilang bundok, sabi na, sakop ng Montalban. So ako, taga Mindanao ako, Mr. Chair, bago lang ako na-expose dito sa bayan ng Montalban, particularly yung province ng Rizal, I was thinking all the while na yung Montalban is a separate municipality at ang Rodriguez, separate municipality. At ang iniisip ko, I was just traversing along the boundary of two municipalities. Pero pagbaba ko doon sa poblasyon, nakita ko yung munisipyo doon, ang tatak is munisipyo ng Rodriguez. Kaya sabi ko, napakadikit itong municipality ng Montalban at ng Rodriguez. That was due to my ignorance. Mabuti na lang nag-attend ako ngayon dito sa hearing mo at nalinawan ako doon sa lugar na inaakyat ko. The same place pala yung Montalban at saka Rizal. So thank you for inviting me to this hearing, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Senator De La Rosa. Before we ask the representative of the DILG, siguro isang huling katanungan na lang po sa mga opisyales ng Montalban, ng Rodriguez. Kung papalitan na po natin ang pangalan ng Rodriguez, balik uli sa Montalban, at ang suggestion naman ng National Historical Institute is not to change the names of the structures na may pangalan ng Rodriguez, pwede po kaya na tumawad na yung isang barangay magkaroon naman pangalan ng Barangay Rodriguez. kahit yung poblasyon. Para hindi naman mawala yung pangalan ni Senator Amang Rodriguez. Yung halimbawa, may barangay kayo na ang pangalan ay Barangay 123. O di gawin na po natin Barangay Rodriguez. Isama na po natin dito sa batas para isahan na lang. Payag po ba kayo na gano'n sa mga taga Montalban? Para hindi po mawala kahit isang maliit na sitio o barangay, may maiwan pa rin na Rodriguez. Kasi mawawala na po yun. Payag po ba kayo? Baka meron isang barangay po doon na number lang, gawin na natin Rodriguez siya kung sa malayong lugar siya doon. Konsihal? Councilor, you have the floor. Councilor?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Sa pagkakaalam ko po, Mr. Chair, meron naman pong mga eskwelahan na nakapangalan po sa dating Congressman Rodriguez po, Senator Rodriguez.
O yung wag nang palitan yung pangalan ng eskwelahan, pero barangay, wala na. Kahit yung bundok na sinasabi ni Senator De La Rosa, bundok Rodriguez Mountain, gawin ng pangalan na lang na gano'n sa DNR. Para huwag din makalimutan yung sa mga next generation, maalala nila na meron palang Eulogio Amang Rodriguez, magaling na senador na nagmula sa Montalban.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Okay lang po kasi ang pinaglalaban lang naman po namin dito is yung maibalik po sa Montalban ang Rodriguez. At yun naman po kasi nakasaad po sa historical. Kung yun po yung nire-request nyo, Mr. Chair, pwede naman din po nating isaalang-alang po.
Salamat. DILG, can we have your comments, DILG?
Yes, Mr. Chair. The DILG again interposes no objection. However, we share in the sentiments of Senator Tolentino of trying to put some permanency on anything that is already provided for by law. But however, we will yield to the wisdom of the people if that is the case. We interpose no objection, Mr. Chair.
Yusek, siguro we can no longer pursue this because this is the decision of the people of Rodriguez Montalban, and they will have a plebiscite after the elections. Magkakaroon naman ng plebiscito rito, magbubutuhan kayo. So without objections, perhaps coming from my colleagues, we will now submit House Bill 8899, an act renaming the Municipality of Rodriguez in the province of Rizal as the Municipality of Montalban to the plenary, and the same is approved on the committee level. Thank you. Thank you likewise to Congressman Nograles. We now proceed to the last item of the agenda, House Bill 9452, an act renaming the Municipality of San Isidro, province of Davao del Norte, as the Municipality of Sawata, introduced by Congressman Alvarez. Thank you, sir, to the people of Montalban. Thank you, Councilor. Thank you. You may now be excused. So, is there any representative here of Congressman Alvarez?
Just to say correction, kanina I was mentioned as a resource person for Mayor Sitoy. I'm actually a resource person as well for Congressman Alvarez.
Yes, Congressman Alvarez is not around.
Unfortunately, he's not.
Can you explain this bill? Kasi dati na-approve na sana to eh. Hindi lang kayo nakapresent. Can you provide us some insight as to the necessity of this measure, House Bill 9452? Go ahead, sir. Identify yourself.
Okay, I'm Alfonso Alvarez. I'm from the office of Congressman Alvarez. Actually, regarding the bill, as far as I know, the municipality of San Isidro was created sometime during 2004, and it was named San Isidro. But the area or the locality is actually better known as Sawata, because Sawata is the indigenous name of the area. Now, since then, ang problema sa San Isidro is because there are two San Isidros in the Davao region. We have San Isidro also from Mati, which has been around for about 50 years already. So, mas kilala yung San Isidro from Mati kaysa sa San Isidro dito sa Davao del Norte. And unfortunately, that causes confusion, especially with the delivery of correspondence, packages, and documents. And actually, I was speaking to the secretary ng Sangguniang Bayan of San Isidro this morning. And she told me that there were times as well na ang capital outlay intended for San Isidro Davao del Norte napunta sa San Isidro Mati of Davao Oriental. Oh, sorry.
So that's the main reason. Baka pati sa mga census, baka magkamali-mali na yung census. Dalawa na yung nagdoble na yung population nyo kasi naisama yung Davao Oriental, ganun ba?
Oo.
Pati yung mga kandidato doon sa Davao Oriental, baka may boto na dyan sa Davao del Norte. May ganun ba na, no?
So far, Chairman, I've not heard of any instances where
Sino nauna? Si Oriental o si del Norte? Sino nauna ang Davao, nauna na San Isidro?
Ang San Isidro of Oriental, it's been around for about 50 years already, Chairman, and ang San Isidro of Davao del Norte only for about 18 years.
18 years. Thank you, sir. Thank you for that clarification. Senator De La Rosa, I see you raising your hand.
Mr. Chairman, thank you, Mr. Chairman. I am fully supportive of this measure. In fact, yun nga, marami akong relatives dyan sa Sawata and never ko narinig from their mouth na sinasabi na, uuwi na kami sa San Isidro, ha? Pag bubisita sa akin yan, palaging sabi sa akin, uwi na kami sa pinsan sa Sawata. Sawata talaga ang tawag na sa lugar na yan. But I just would like to know, Mr. Chairman, from the representative of Congressman Alvarez, kung may background ba siya? Bakit pinangalanan ito? Nung create ito as a municipality noong 2002, bakit kilala na ito dati na Barangay Sawata? Bakit bigla naging San Isidro ang pinilagay na pangalan nung ginawa isang municipality? May alam ba si attorney dyan? Background, Mr. Chairman?
Chairman, as far as I know, the name San Isidro actually comes from yung San Isidro Labrador Church.
Yes, so May 15 ang fiesta nyo. Ang fiesta nyo sa Sawata, May 15, San Isidro Labrador.
I'm not sure, sir, because I'm not from Sawata actually. I'm from Davao del Norte, but not from the municipality of Sawata. But from what I know, the name San Isidro was considered for religious reasons.
Okay.
And specifically named after the church.
Act 9265, dated March 15, 2004, entitled An Act Creating the Municipality of San Isidro in the Province of Davao del Norte. So similar to Montalban, meron din siyang Republic Act. And under Section 2 of said Republic Act, the seat of government of the new municipality of San Isidro shall be in Barangay Sawata.
Yun.
Shall be in So may Barangay Sawata pala sa San Isidro. So yung mga barangays niya, Sawata, Sabangan, Santo Niño, Ingangon, kay Palili, etc. etc. So, nagplebisito noong 2004, nanalo ang pangalang San Isidro. So ngayon, ang gagawin natin, gagawin natin, aalisin na yung pangalan ng San Isidro, gagawin na natin Sawata. Ang tanong ko, ano pong mangyayari doon sa barangay Sawata, sa San Isidro? Yung kung saan nandun yung munisipyo. Ano ng pangalan ng barangay Sawata? Kasi nakakalito na yan, Sawata. O gawin na natin San Isidro naman yung Sawata, o palitan ng barangay. Nalipong na mga tao dyan. Anong sagot niyo dyan?
Actually, I think that will be a better answered by the representative of the LGU ng Municipality of San Isidro. I believe that he's also in this meeting.
Mayor of San Isidro, are you around? Mayor?
I believe the administrator, the
Administrator?
municipal administrator.
Can you identify yourself, sir? Administrator of Sawata at San Isidro?
Senator,
Apo, lakasan niyo lang po, sir. Naririnig namin kayo. Sir, siguro,
Nakamute ka, sir. Nakamute.
Unmute, sir.
hello, sir. Nakamute ako,
Yeah,
sir.
narinig na namin kayo, sir.
Ha? Marinig ako, sir. Hello. Hello, sir.
Yan.
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Sir, tama yung sinabi kanina ni Attorney Alfonso. The people, all the people are confused on the name of the sunset because historically, Sawata is named after the indigenous peoples of Davao del Norte, which is the Davao tribe. Ang nangyari kasi, we are experiencing this place. Sinasabi kanina yung combination na the latest now is yung building, municipal building na ng PNP natin sa name doon sa Davao Oriental. Ilang yan doon sa mga LTO registration namin ng sasakyan namin, address pa rin doon sa Davao Oriental, San Isidro. So, hindi lang yan yung mga records, halos lahat. Kasi, if you notice sa internet, you cannot find San Isidro, Davao del Norte. So, that's our big problem. And the issue, if we can, what happened to Sawata, Barangay Sawata, I think pwede rin siyang ma-retain siya as a barangay poblasyon. But generally, kilala kasi yung Sawata. If we sa San Isidro every time, we explain to the people, saan ba yung San Isidro? But if you say Sawata, alam namin saan yung Sawata. So I think it's timely change this so that sa mga routes namin, sa mga projects namin, lalo na dyan sa national, kasi hindi lagay doon sa mga program ng computer dyan sa national is Davao rin. So, we're grateful if this committee support changing the name San Isidro Municipality.
Thank you, sir. So, yung Barangay Sawata ngayon, Barangay Sawata, paunahan yun sa batas. After that, Sabangan, Mamangan, Santo Niño. So, yung Barangay Sawata, palitan na rin natin ang pangalan dito sa measure para hindi nakakalito kasi Municipality of Sawata, Barangay Sawata, baka mas makakalito. So, meron bang proposed name coming from the mayor or the congressman sa mga sasanggunian? Anong papalit natin sa Sawata? Kasi sasama na natin sa batasyon kung ano yung pangalan ng Sawata o pag-usapan niyo muna. If you can have the name now, mas madali. Kung gusto nyong Barangay Tolentino o Barangay de la Rosa, payag din kami nun. Kung ano yung mas magandang ilagay niyong pangalan.
So far, based on our solution, walang pangalan sa Barangay Sawata.
Hindi kasi sir, yung Republic Act 9265, may territorial boundaries. Barangay Sawata, Barangay Sabangan, Barangay Mamangan, Santo Niño, Ingangon, Kipalili. Nakalagay po yun doon eh. So, hindi natin papalitan si Sawata o paano ba yun? Hindi ba baka lalong magka-confusion? Ito, nasa harap ko po yung Republic Act 9265. Ito galing sa Asuncion dati ito eh. Yung mga barangay na yon.
Sir, once siguro, Senator, we will ask also the siguro all first. Kailangan rin so that
kailangan sir sa lalong madaling panahon kasi kung gusto niyo makahabol ito, mag-a-adjourn na po ang Senado. Dapat po mabigay niyo na yung pangalan.
Mr. Chair, if I may.
Attorney Alfonso.
Sino pong gusto magsalita?
Attorney Alfonso.
Mr. Audrey Perez po, the political officer of Congressman Alvarez.
Yes, go ahead sir, go ahead.
Siguro kung mayroong problema doon sa magiging pangalan, kung ma-check natin yung Municipality of San Isidro and Municipality of Sawata, and then there is an existing Barangay Sawata, ipopropose na lang natin na gawin siyang Barangay Poblasyon. So Barangay Sawata will become Barangay Poblasyon para to avoid confusion.
That seems to be a sound and logical proposition, sir. So gawin na lang natin Barangay Poblasyon, yung Sawata. Senator Bato is nodding his head. So siguro hindi na makakagulo yon. Ayaw nyo naman na yung Barangay Sawata ay gawing Barangay San Isidro para matira pa yung San Isidro o makakagulo lalo.
Baka lalo ho nakakagulo yun.
Baka lalong gumulo. Sige. Senator De La Rosa, you have any comment on that, sir? Do you have any comment? Pangalan na lang yung Barangay Sawata will be changed to Barangay Poblasyon para walang confusion. We will make that as an amendment, Section 3, Senator.
Yeah, I am amenable to that, Mr. Chairman. Maganda yun para walang confusion. Barangay Poblasyon. Kasi later, pag lumaki na naman yung poblasyon na yan, marami naman gusto magiging barangay kapitan dyan, hahati-hatiin na naman yan. Barangay Poblasyon 1, Poblasyon 2, Poblasyon 3. So, alam mo, very progressive yung municipality ng, ano yan, agricultural kasi yan eh. Masyadong progressive. Kaya, later on, ganun talaga mangyayari dyan. So, sa ngayon, okay na yan. Poblasyon lang muna. Ang pangalan natin dyan sa barangay sa Sawata. Pwede na yun. Available ako dyan, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, sir. National Historical Commission, no comment? NHI,
Sir, no
are you still
comment
around?
po. We express our support to the renaming po.
What about the DILG? Tapos na yun sa DILG? Any comment here? Yusek?
Good afternoon.
Yes.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Again, the DILG interposes no objection as to the renaming. Thank you very much.
Again, as the chair announced earlier, even if we approve this will have to be approved in a plebiscite and pursuant to the COMELEC resolution. It will be conducted 4 months after the May 9, 2022 elections. So, if there are no other comments or objections coming from my other colleagues, without objection, House Bill 9452, an act renaming the municipality of San Isidro, province of Davao del Norte, as the municipality of Sawata, introduced by Congressman Pantaleon Alvarez, is hereby approved and will be forwarded to the plenary for deliberations with amendments, taking into consideration the change of name of a Barangay Sawata into Barangay Poblasyon. No objections, hearing none, same is approved. Congratulations, Secretariat. We do not have any other items in the agenda. And with the permission of Senator De La Rosa, if there are no other matters to be tackled. The committee, the hearing of the Committee of Local Government of the Senate is hereby adjourned. I'd like to thank all those who participated, and I give again this caveat that we only have almost 5 session days left, and we will do everything that we can do to have this raised to the plenary, but I'm not promising you because we have to prepare the committee report. The committee report has to be signed by at least 8 or 9 senators, and I have to sponsor that next week. And there is the February 1, likewise, is a holiday. So after next week, we only have February 2 and February 3. Thereafter, we will adjourn for the campaign period. And once we resume session, I believe that the role of the Senate will be to be transformed into a national canvassing body for the presidential and vice presidential elections. But I'm not promising you anything. We will do our best to have this passed, but time is really against us because we lost 1 week. I was counting this week as part of the session days, but we are still on a lockdown because of the surge of the COVID-19 Omicron variant. So I thank you for your attendance. Please give my regards to your principals, and I wish you a safe weekend ahead of us. Daghang salamat po at maraming salamat sa lahat na umattend. Thank you and good morning.